All right, everybody. Kim is giving everybody 5 minutes to practice while she finishes entering matches in, and then we will get started. Did a little bit of adjustment to the color on the screen. Hopefully it's a little easier to tell the difference between some of the balls. Don't know how well that turned out. If anybody can say, hey, that looks a lot easier to tell the 1 from the 5 apart, just let me know. About 5 minutes, we will get started with the afternoon matches. The losers bracket is back in the building, so those folks who lost yesterday or lost this morning will be playing, as well as the folks who are still in the winners bracket.
some of you have 20 teams here. So I don't care if you're at 17-1. I don't care. I don't want to hear about it. Yeah, there's just too many people. It's too many things. I can't do it today. Got it? All right. So, thank you. Table 17, below average, were bipolar. Shut up. Table 16, Diamondbacks and just the tip. Table 13, never say never and making waves. 13. Table 12, Desperados and packing pockets. Over on the live stream, we've got You Chuck Bunny and Chamos. Table 1. Over here at table 6, Apocalypse and High Maintenance. Yep. Rusty is 6 and 17. Love you.
Okay. Getting ready to get started here. Official start time for this round is going to be 2:30. We've got Chamos, who play out of Mad Hippo on Thursday nights. Same group that I'm playing out of Thursday nights, so know these guys pretty well. They're going up against You Chalk Funny. I do not know them very well, so hopefully they're going to be really good about coming up and telling me name and skill level as we get going. But good luck to both teams. You Chalk Funny winning the flip and electing to put up first. So anyone following along on how my team is doing, we lost that last round, so we are now in the losers bracket and going to be playing over on table 9, which is a little ways away from the stage. Hopefully, if I get called over there, it won't take me too long to get there. Okay, Lewis from Chamos is going to be going up. He is a skill level 5. He's going to face off with Bob, skill level 4 from Uchok Bunny. Yep. Well, looks like Lewis is going to win that leg.
Also, I am the one and only ref this round, and now we're full and table. So, fun. Everybody else is playing. Ronnie's not playing? Oh, all right. Ronnie.
All right, here we go with the first break of the match. This will be a 4-3 race. And looking at a dry break. Oh, tried for a 6-9 combo, didn't go. Doesn't leave Lewis with a whole lot to shoot at. He might be able to cut that 12 right here up into the corner. Either that or the one ball into the other corner. There he goes for the 12. Just misses it. Doesn't scratch, but really close. One ball into the side here looks pretty good right now. He's a little bit deep in the pocket there, I think, to go after the 3 and the 4 balls in the way. So it doesn't make a really good combo. I think he's going to elect to just break up the cluster, though. Nope, he tries for the 9 and makes it. Nice shot. Great job on the 12. Running out of easy makeable shots. Very fast here. I don't think he can get by the 1 really easily for the 11. I think he's going to try and hit the 10 here, maybe. Nope, goes for the 15 on a defensive shot. Gets it off the rail. And Lewis is looking at the 3 ball. Oh, comes off the rail a little bit. Oh, once again, not leaving Bob with a lot to shoot at. Kind of the name of the game here at the moment. Neither player really wanting to break up the cluster yet. Well, scratch that. Bob went for peeling a couple of them out of there. Actually, a really good move right then and there. All he's got left is 13 that's in the cluster, and it's not in too bad of a position. So Lewis finally getting something in. Oh, he makes that. All right. That was a tight one. Thought it was going to just hit the corner and come back off. Trying to graze that in. Bob taking aim at the 15 here. Nope. Changing his mind. Going to go for the 11. Ooh. Did not improve the 15 situation at all. Lewis on the 5 ball here. Oh, rattle. Well, it wound up really close to the 13, but it might be the best time that Bob has to get it moved. And he does, but doesn't get it in. Leaves Lewis with a decent shot on the 5 up into the corner here. Puts a bit of spin on it, but I don't think he got to a position that really helps that much. Taking aim at the 7. Trying to break up the 10-15 away from the 6 there. Didn't quite get that broken up very well, but 7's in a good position. 4's in a good position. Bob's got the 13 and 11 looking pretty good for getting in. At 10 and 15, though, it's going to cause trouble. Well, looks like he's going to try and take care of it. Nice shot. Nice combo. If he can cut this 13 in, that'd be really good. Get him around on the 11, possibly. Oh, no. Great cut shot. Unfortunately, scratch. Lewis taking aim at the 2 ball here with ball in hand. Pick it all the way down. Get it in. Nice. And get himself right on the 4 ball. And let's see, he's going to be behind the 8 ball for the 6. And not a clear shot at the 7. I'm going to go ahead and try and kick at this. Nice kick shot. Great job. This one here is tight, though. If I were the opposing team, I would probably ask for someone to watch the shot. Gonna get a timeout here, though, for Lewis. His teammate Marco gonna come up and try and talk to him about what to do on this shot. Advising him to take a kick shot on this instead of direct. Good idea, considering how close that is. Hard to not get a double hit. No, he got the 7 out in the clear. And did not give up ball in hand. So we've got a shot on the 11 ball here. Bob just misses the angle for it. Don't know if the 7's going to make it past the 15 here to get the corner. Lewis went for it. The 13-11, the way they're hooked up there, may just be good for getting into that corner pocket. He doesn't really have a shot on the 15 unless he kicks at it. That's what he's really kind of looking at, though. There it went. Nice shot. Kind of surprised he's not looking at that 14. Missed it. He gets the 14, though, the hard way. So, wiggle hit. No ball in hand for Lewis. Lewis manages to get the get 7 in there, and looks like the 8 will go by. So this could be first rack to Lewis. And there he goes. Nice shot. Okay, Bob racking up for rack 2 here. Lewis gonna break. Nice spread. But dry. 4 ball on ice, easy one again. The 11 looks like it should go in, no problem. The 1, lots of options here for Bob to work with. Ooh, park that 5 right up against the 12. Looks like he's going to try and get that 7 down that narrow corner. What a shot. Great job. Not an easy shot to pull off. Doesn't unfortunately have a good follow-up to it, though. Might try the 6 off of the 13. Really low percentage. Gonna go for a 3-2 combo, a 6-2 combo. All right. Oh, Lewis getting his turn back at the table. This and this are going to be the troubles for both players right now. Could bounce off the short rail and come back up a little bit for his next shot off this 15. Oh, manages to break the 9 out. Or break the 3 away from the 10, excuse me. Unfortunately, the 15 didn't go. Nice job moving the 14 a little bit away from the pocket. Getting the 3 in there. And a nice shot on the 2. 6 ball probably next. Unless he wants to try and force the 5 to follow that 12 ball in. Wow. Nice. This is going to be the hard part. If he can get the 5 to follow the 12 in, then he's probably going to come back down table and be good on the 8, but did not work out. Drops the 12 and the cue ball. Ball in hand for Lewis. He's going to start off with the 11 ball. A little bit of follow on this, put him on the 14 easy. He should bounce off of the rail and come out a little bit towards the center of the table to get a good position on the 10. Oh, doesn't go that route. He's going to try and get between the 10 and the 5 here for the 15. Works. Gives him decent position on the 10. He's just got to get around to the 9. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the 9. I would have gone for the 10 right here. Well, it's not bad because this shot on the 5, if Bob actually tries to put this in here, he's got to worry about accidentally hitting the 8 into the other corner. He went for it. Didn't work. Thankfully, he did not put in the 8, though. Here goes the 9, and he comes back beautifully for the 10. Stop shot right here does the trick. A little bit of draw. Still on the 8. Looking good. And the 8 ball for Lewis. First 2 racks going to him. Bob still looking to get one on the board. All right, rack 3 getting started. Nice break. Oh, scratch. And the 8. Oh. That is an automatic loss of rack. So Lewis will not have to rack up. That one's going to go to Bob. And Lewis pausing for a moment to reflect on that one. That's always a hard one to swallow. 8 on the break, but scratched. Well, an automatic loss. Got a couple clusters on the table from that one. I don't think anything went in. Nope. Dry break. Got a nice line on the 15 here. Lewis going to take that to get started. Puts him pretty easily on the 14 or the 12 back up here in the on the rail. Doesn't quite get the right angle for that though. But that'll put Bob on solids. Looking like might be able to get by the 12 for the 3. Well, he's going to line up on the 6 for the side pocket. Nice shot. Fortunately, he doesn't really get him onto anything else easily. He's going to have to thread the needle here for the 7. Makes it. Oh. That bump from the 10 really kind of stopped things in its tracks. If the 10 weren't there, it would have been pretty decent to get on the 5 from where it was at. As it is, he's either going to have to take a kick shot or take a shot at the 2. The 2's the easy one to make sure he doesn't give ball in hand. He's going to kick at the 2. Okay. Nice shot. Just about got it. Yeah, Lewis trying for the side pocket there with the 11. Bob does have the option of just kind of leaving the 2 ball in the pocket at the moment. Is he aiming? He got the 1. Okay. Looked like he was, from my angle, it looks like he was aiming right at the 11. Nice shot on the 10. Or excuse me, the 12 there. That was the 12. And parks the 10 ball in the way. Doesn't manage to get it into the pocket, but solidly in the way of the 2 ball going in. Bob looks like he might just go ahead and hit that anyway. Nope, gonna take a kick shot at the 5. Okay, headed for the side pocket with that. Not bad. 14 ball looking pretty good right here. A little bit of, well, I was going to say a little bit of draw on that might push it into the 2, but didn't put enough power on it to get it to go that way. Going for defense. Pushes the 11 right up against the 4. They're not touching, but they're awfully close. Bob's got a nice shot on the 1 here, which should put him on the 3. Oh, put some draw on that. Came back, was in a decent position for the 5. I think he was trying to break the 4 out off the rail. Fortunately, didn't get it. And didn't get the 3 either. Lewis manages to peel the 13 out, though. Oh, Bob does not get to the rail. So that's going to be ball in hand for Lewis. Taking aim on the 13. Oh, I think he was counting on either the 13 or the 10 dropping there, but neither did. Bob's best bet right now is to try and get the 3 ball. He could either go with the bank or try and cut it down here. Up, he goes for the bank. Doesn't quite get it. Does leave the cue ball in a position where Lewis doesn't have a straight shot at this corner. Maybe he does. Oh, he had just enough to get the side of the 11 ball. This 3 ball shot looking a lot like a lot better angle now. Nope, not quite. Once again, putting Lewis on the rail behind the 4 ball. And getting a timeout. Ivan being one of the higher rated players on the team. Coming up. And going, hey, just go ahead and push that into the move the 11. Good call. Ball in hand, though, right now, I'd start with that 5 ball. I'd put the 5 ball right here. A little bit of follow. Put the cue ball down here. And put the 3 in between here. Move the 11 out of the way. Just to get some movement going. Well, he moves the 11. Not the way I was thinking, but he does it. Goes for a cut shot, trying to get that 11 into the other side. Doesn't go. Well, Lewis has got a nice clean shot on this 13-10 now. Decides to leave it. I would have gone for that one. It would have put you on the 11 with a better angle. As this runs, Bob's got an easy in on the 4. Not so easy on anything else, but he can move the cue ball around and get onto something. So you can take the 3. Run it up to the corner now. It's not going to serve him for the 2, though. So let's see what he does with that 2 ball. Nope, he's going to go for... Nope. Now he gets a timeout call on. Nice shot trying to get that 2 in. All right. Nice shot. We've got a good shot here on the 13-10. All he's got to do is not overhit this to leave one of the balls on the table so he can use it for the next shot and get in good position on the 8 ball. Well, he's going to want to come back up again. Bumps into it. Oh, he's going to go for the bank shot here. The 2 were just a little bit more out of the center of that pocket. I'd go for putting it in past the 2. Nope. All right. That'll be Bob back to the table. Bob going to go for the 3 ball. We line him up on the 2. Just got to get back for the 8. And he'll have gotten... Oh, nice shot. Great job getting that back in position for the 8 ball. And he gets it. All right, 2-2. Bob's only needing 3, though. Lewis needing 4. So Bob's on the hill. Nice break. Looks like you got at least 1 stripe in on that. Gets the 10. Nicely done. You can take the 14 all the way down. A little bit of follow, keep him from going into the side pocket with that. Gonna go for the 12. Oh, just misses the 12. Lewis got the 2 ball into the side here. Nice shot. 6 from here. I wouldn't. You could go for the 7, but not the easiest shot. He's going to go for it and get it, though. And then the 4 lined up on for all the way down. Connects with the 15, which actually helps it. And he puts him on the 5. What a run. Well, if that 6 goes by the 15 there. Nice. The 1 ball, however, and the 3 now out of easy reach. He's going to have to kick. It's a good kick shot. And parks the cue ball in a pretty good spot for a defense. Bob's got the 12, though. He's just got to make sure he cues up well. A little bit awkward around the 1 there. No problem. Oh, just about. Just about. Just slightly off angle on that 11 ball up to the corner. Going to leave Lewis with the 3 ball, which if he holds it there, he's got a nice shot on the 1, either up into the corner or the side. I would probably go with follow and go for the side pocket here and hope to get the cue ball over here. Nope. He goes for a bit of stun. Leaves him with a nice shot on the 8 over here, though. And there it is. That'll be rack 3 for Lewis. So he is also on the hill. We'll finish this up with a hill match. Nope, 1 ball rolling right on out. There we go. Okay. Lewis accepting that rack. He's going to go ahead and break. Oh, and another scratch. Put a lot of top on that one. It just took off right for the corner. And dry break other than the cue ball. Not a lot of good options down here for Bob, though. I think he's going to try for that 6-4 combo up here on the rail. No, it doesn't quite go. So I'll have a open table for Lewis to look at. He looks like he's going to go for the 6-1 combo. Nicely done. He's got the 4 ball. And he's got the 5 up in the corner, the 1 or the 7 for the side, or the 3 from that. Gonna clear up this end of the table first. Oh, might have gone a little far. He's still got the 6 ball as a backup. Don't think that's what he was hoping for right now. I'd go for the 2 here. Take that 2 and go right on up this way and just cruise on over for the 3. Oh, he hit that pretty hard. A lot harder than I would have imagined, but that'll bring Bob back to the table. Nice run from Lewis, though. Down to 2 balls on the table already. Takes the 11. Lined up with decent shape on the 10. Oh, doesn't get it though. Gonna leave Lewis with halfway decent shot on the 3, but that's not one in which it's gonna be easy for him to get onto the 2. Cut this down here, and the most logical place for the cue ball, though, is to come bounce back out here with a whole bunch of traffic in the way. He goes for the 2 instead. Bob's easiest shot right now, right up here into the corner. And he bounces back off the short rail off of that. He should have plenty of stuff to go after, but 14 doesn't go. It does get in the way, however, for any kind of a shot on the 3. So looks like this is going to try and go between the 15 and the 9. Wow. I would have hit one of those balls without a doubt. I don't think I could have gotten between those cleanly. No. Bob trying for the 15 there. Didn't get it. Gonna leave Lewis with a pretty good shot on the 2. But it doesn't go. Oh, it's solidly in the pocket now. Bob taking his time, trying to figure out which way he wants to attack the table here. Nice shot. Great job getting that 14 in. That was not the easiest cut. Put a lot behind that one in order to get there, but unfortunately doesn't look like he got into a good position for a follow-up. Gonna take a shot at the 9 ball. No. Decides to try and peel the 12 out. Great job getting behind the 13. No easy shot on the 2 for Lewis, but he's got this shot on the 3 here. Probably going to try and bank it. Oh, is the 9 going to help? Not enough. Not enough. Oh, well, once again, not leaving Lewis with a shot on the 2. 3, however, and that 9 ball is going to stop that cue from going all the way up. I didn't even need it. There we go. Lewis has got to get, I mean, ideally here or here with this cue ball off the 2. Not perfect, but not bad. That's cuttable. And that's what he's going to mark. Definitely not an easy cut shot, but he's got the 12 and the 10 blocking him from getting the scratch. And there he goes. Beautiful out. And that'll be 4-2, which means Camos will get 2 points. You Chalk Funny will get 1 for that one. And we will get another couple players up here in just a sec. All right, Dawn from You Chalk Funny, skill level 3, is going to go up against Alexis, skill level 3 from Chamos. Alexis Murillo is one of Ivan's sons, I believe. The Chamos team being quite the family operation. So we've got Wilfredo and his son is on the team. Ivan and his son on the team, and Wilfredo's wife is also on the team. So quite the family affair. Don getting the lag. Alexis going ahead and racking up for us for the first rack of this race to 2. Thanks for watching, everybody. Really do we love it when we get a like and subscribe. If you feel like doing that, please do so. It's really gratifying to see folks like the content. Dry break for Don. Alexis has got pretty tough shots here. Nothing really easy to go in. Hey. Ooh. Well, 11-2 and cue ball. So still an open table for Dawn. And she can take that ball in hand anywhere on the table. I'd probably go solids right now. Very honest with you, I would take the 7 ball right here, right now. Put a little angle on it so that you can wind up with a shot on the 3 back here. They look just better positioned to me. She's going to start off with a 4. This works as well. Oh, doesn't go though. Well, Alexis gets another try. Still open. There we go. All right. So solids for Alexis. Alexis. Unfortunately, stopped right there against the 7 ball. Not a great shot on the 3 here. Oh, just about puts it in the front, in the side with a cue ball. Manages to avoid the scratch. Gets a legal shot. Don's going to line up on this 10. That doesn't leave Alex with much to work with. I like, out of everything he's got, I like trying to cut the 6 in the side here. He bumps the 5 into the 12, nearly gets it in the corner. Ten ball looking pretty good for Dawn. Don't think she can get through to the 9 without doing some sort of a combo here. And of those, I'd probably go with a 14. She opts for the 13 ball. Leaves Alexis on the 5. Although right now, I would take that 7 ball, this middle of the short rail right there. You're going to bounce out just a little bit, wind up here on the 5, no problem. And from there, ooh, not sure he has any kind of a draw in his pocket to work with. If he did, he could come off of that 5 and get himself positioned somewhere in here for the shot on the 3. 7 is definitely the best shot he's got right now for getting something to follow with. And it drops. Nice. He came back out far enough. Maybe now's a good time to try and move the 3. He's going to line up on the 5. Now, lining up on the 3. Oh, we're going to drop that cue ball again. I'd move the 12. Right now, the 12 is here. He's got a good opportunity to move that. Line up take the shot, put it right up there in the corner, which leaves her with options on the 13 or the 15. She's going to go for the 13, though. Good job on that. Got to take it one ball at a time. Nice shot on the 14. There we go. Puts her on the 12. She can take that up to the corner. And she does. What a little run here we got. All right, nice. Well, Alexis got the 3 ball. Looking at the 4 or the 6 though. Not a bad choice. If he hits this nice and easy, he's on the 1. Bit of an awkward stretch over the table to get at it. I think I'd go for the 1 here. All right, he's going to go for it. And get called timeout. And his father, Ivan's going to come up and give him the timeout.
Hey guys, if you have a tab at the bar, please close it and they are switching shifts by 4 o'clock. So you guys have a half an hour to get your tab closed.
All right. Going for the 1 ball. Oh, missed it. Oh, that'll be ball in hand for Don. Line up on this 15 here. I can see what she's trying for. She gives herself a little bit of an angle, and that cue ball is going to drift down this way on the 9. Nice. So advising her to set up over here, get a little bit of follow, put that 15 in, and wind up with the cue ball over here on the 9. A much easier way of going about it. As long as she goes ahead and hits that with some top, it should follow into a huge landing area to be on the 9. And not enough follow on that. She hit that pretty much center ball. Just barely over center. A little bit of follow would have been nice right there. She's going to have to kick at the 9 ball. She's got Orlando right behind her. Nice try at the kick shot. Just about gets it in the corner area, but not in the pocket. And Alexis is going to have to try and go for this 1 ball again. If he can get that, it should bounce out. Nice. And give him shape on the 3. Long shot, but it's shape on the 3. A little bit of angle. He should hit the side rail from here. Oh. put some top on that that I wasn't expecting, and popped in the 9 as well. Gonna use the team's lucky duck for a pocket marker. Oh, just misses it. Well, that's going to be Dawn's one to try and get in there. And there she goes. Dawn will get the first rack. And this race to 2 puts her on the hill. All right, pretty nice break. That's going to bump that 13 in with the 10. So Dawn will get stripes. She's got a nice line on the 15 here into the side. She could also do this 14-10 combo up here. Looks like what she's lining up on. Yeah, the 10 dropped after a little bit of a double kiss with a 14. Gets her on the 12. She can take down the rail. Oh, comes off the rail a bit. I wouldn't have liked taking that shot over top of the 11. It was going to be a bit of an awkward queuing situation if she had. She would have been on the 14 at least, but. And she did not give Alexis much to shoot at. So he can hit the side of the 5. He might even be able to hit it pretty full. Yep, he gets a pretty good check of it. Dawn taking her time, deciding what she wants to go with here. 14 will work, but she's got to stretch over the table to get it. Might be a good idea to use a bridge for that shot. She's going to lean over the side of the table instead. Oh, she barely touches it. Okay, that works. Oh, confusion there. So what to do? Dawn accidentally moving the 11 ball. In the rules, it has to be put back, but it's your opponent that has to put it back if you accidentally move something. If you manage to get to Vegas and you grab the ball and try and put it back real quick, you will be in trouble if ref is watching that. proper procedure being that you notify your opponent that it was accidentally moved, and your opponent then puts it back where it was to the best of their ability. Oh, nice try. Nice try on that one. Really good job. 6 ball right here would be what I would be after for Alexis. I'm not sure why he's lining up on the 5, though. I would definitely be taking the 6. But, hey, he got it. And he's on the 7 now if he wants it. Or the 4 that's right at his elbow. He's lined up on the 1 to try and get it in past the 7. He said, think he was trying to get it past the 7. He might have been trying to combo it. Neither of which being the shot I would have taken in that with that. I'd probably be going for the 9 here if this were me at the table. The 11 bank shot into the corner possibly is what Don's trying for. 9 being, but I'm not a great bank shooter, so that's why I'm saying that as opposed to anything. I don't know how Don is with banks, but if it were me at the table, I'd be lining up on the 9 because I don't trust myself with that shot. All right, well. Alexis could cut the 1 in. Looks like he could get the 7 without having too much trouble. He could also go for the 4. And the 2 would be a good choice. He's got options all day. And the 6. He makes the 6. Not sure if the cue ball goes by the 7 there for the 4 in the corner. If it does, that might work. Other option, of course, is to try and combo the 7 down there. Nope, doesn't go. This is going to give Don trouble until that 4 is out of the way. Okay. Well, crazy talk, and it's totally crazy talk. 3, 7, 4 combo. Don't try these stunts at home, folks. Not the shot I would actually advise anyone to try and take. 1 ball bank shot. As much as I don't like doing bank shots, probably his best bet here, but it's going to put in the 4. Okay. We'll double kiss off there, and 4 balls in. He's got a straight shot at the 1 here. He shouldn't have to have any problem getting by the 9. I do not know why he's lining up on anything else other than going right in there at the 1 ball. Well, I knew that 11 ball was going to be trouble for Don. It's surrounded. 8 ball on one side, 1 ball on the other, and the 7 ball in the way to get to any of it. Oh, we'll add the 9 ball to the mix. Oof. That corner's getting troublesome. Nice shot on the 3. Right down the rail. Good job. I'm going to bank that 2. Beautiful bank shot. It's time for the one ball to go. Whether he gets right in here and gets it without hitting anything else, or if he pushes the 7 into it, it is time for that one ball to go. Well, unfortunately, the 7 ball didn't go, ended up in a good place on it, but he's best off right now kicking at this, but because of that, dropped the 11. He'd have gone for the short rail first and kicked it, he would have gotten the 7 out of there and had it in a good position to do something else with it for his next time at the table. And where it sits now, if he takes a swipe at that and hits it wrong, he's going to put in the 8. Okay, he's getting a timeout. Now is a very good time for a timeout. Dawn getting some words of encouragement from her coach. She's looking a little stressed over there. Oh, getting a smile. Okay. She's doing really well in this match against Alexis, but when you're the low level person on the team and you're in this kind of a situation, it feels like a ton of pressure. I went to Vegas as a 3 and got put up first for my first match in Vegas, and just my heart was pounding the whole way through. He's oof. All right. Camo's not understanding that they need to hold the flag up in order to call somebody for the shot. And the other team going like, hey, if the 8 ball moves, we know he didn't hit it right. Yeah, he's going for a kick shot on the 7. Yep. He kind of split that one. I would have stuck to my guns and called for somebody to watch it. In that kind of a situation, they didn't call for somebody to watch it. Hard to tell from a distance. That's why you have somebody watch the shot. So the only thing you can say is, well, it looks good. And if there's any kind of argument, it goes to the shooter. At least the 7 is now in a spot where it looks like he can do something with it. Wow, what a beautiful shot down the rail. Came off the rail at the last minute. Don's got a nice shot on the 9 here. Great job. 15 would be obviously the next choice. Pop that in there. If she can hold the cue ball around here, she's got a great shot on the 12. And if she can hold the cue ball at where the 12 is, it'll leave her on the 8. But instead, we're going to have Alexis trying for another shot on the 7 ball. You can't get the left side of it. 12's in the way. If he tries and banks it, he's got to worry about the scratch. Although, he'd probably go for it. He did. Okay. I like 15 into the side here. Followed up by the 12. And cue ball right in there for the 8. Oh, she went for all the way down. Would have put her in a good position on the 12. Unfortunately, didn't go. This shot, if he hits it nice and easy, he should drift the cue ball right down here on the short rail. If he hits it too hard or at the wrong angle, he's got in danger of hitting that 8 ball. No, he bumped the 8 ball a little bit, but wow, that would have been great if the 7 went. He would have been right on it. Dawn looking like she's going to cut this 15 into the upper left corner. Ooh. See if Alexis can put this in. All right, Dawn's got a cut shot on the 12 here. That 15, she's got to get down here in order to hit it cleanly. At least to do so without a kick shot. Wow, beautiful shot. Look at that. Fantastic job. Gonna get a timeout here. Great time for a timeout. You know, somebody needs to make a t-shirt. Great time for a timeout. Somebody in the audience, get on that. I've made enough shirts for the week. Definitely time to call for somebody to launch the shot. Here comes Mr. Finestone. Keep an eye on this one. All right, here we go. Good hit. Nice. Unfortunately, she's gonna have Scott stick around some more. Well, I mean, into the rail, pop the 8 ball out that way. If you do it right, you're going to leave the cue ball right here and make it so Alexis doesn't have a really good shot at putting that 7 somewhere. I'd be marking up the side pocket, but I wouldn't be expecting to get anything in anywhere. Oh, she's not going to pop it off the rail the way I thought. She's going to take a kick shot off the short rail with it. And she gets a good hit. Unfortunately for Don, that's going to be right there and give Alexis a nice clear shot on the 7. Let's see if he can capitalize on this and get himself on the scoreboard. Needs to bounce off that rail a little bit. Not bad. Just needs to mark his pocket. Don's chalk still up there on the table. Don't want to hit this too hard because you got to worry about where the cue ball winds up. Oh, so close. Gonna have that shot for Don though. Don't forget to mark the pocket, Don. She just about did. She almost forgot. If you think somebody will call you on that in tri-cups, wait till World Qualifiers. You'll mark your pocket and you've lost your rack. Nice shot. There we go. And that'll finish that up 2-0 in Don's favor, giving you Chalk Funny all 3 points. So 4-2. And we'll get another couple players up here in just a sec. Okay, another 2-2 race coming up with Bobby from Chalk Funny, skill level 3, going up against Wilfredo Jr., skill level 3 from Chamos. I don't see Wilfredo Sr. out here tonight. Must be having to work. Hope he's able to at least be keeping up with what's going on for his team on YouTube. If not, I'm sure one of his teammates is letting him know how things are going. I don't know what Bobby's doing. Not at the table yet. I'm hoping my team is doing okay over on table 9. I see my teammate Jonathan up at the table. There's Bobby. All right. We'll get this match underway. Oh, that is really close. Okay. Players declaring Wilfredo the winner of that one. So he will get the break, and Bobby will rack up. I've played against Wilfredo a couple of times. Wilfredo Jr. here. He's a pretty good 3. Getting a couple in right off the break. At least one of each, so that'll be an open table still. Goes for the 9 ball to get started. 10's a good shot from here. So's the 11. At 12, I don't think you can see. Oh, he's aiming on it. Well, you can get enough of it to get it inside. So there we are. Gonna try for the 14. Nice shot. Fifteen ball is going to cause Wilfredo Jr. the most trouble, I think. Unless after this 11, he can bounce over here and get the 4 out of the way. Well, pretty close. He did move the 15 a little bit more out of the way of the 4's shadow. Unfortunately, he didn't get the 11, but next time he's at the table, that'll be pretty good. We'll see how Bobby does. I have honestly never seen Bobby play, so I have no idea what kind of 3 she is. It's a nice defensive shot, though. He really didn't have much to work with and made the best of it. With that, 11 is cuttable. You should be able to put it in here. Cue ball is going to come this way. It's going to run into traffic. If he's lucky, he's going to bounce off that 1 and get in over towards the... Oh, Nope. No good. Nice job breaking things up and not leaving Wilfredo much to work with. Taking some risks there with the 8 ball. But he got the 15 into a pretty good position. If Bobby can play good defense, though, she can keep him from getting those 2 in. 1 ball, an easy shot here. And she wants to make sure that she gets as much out of this as possible with this run. Probably go 2 into the side here. If you go a little bit off, you're going to get stopped by the 8. But if the 2 manages to get in the side with a little bit of follow, you've got the 6 back this direction, or the 7 possibly. Not quite. And the 2 doesn't get in the way of the 15. I would go 15 first. Bounce out. 11. Bounce out. 8. Nice. He's in good position for the 11. And good position for the 8. I think the entire Chamos team is using the same pocket marker. Love it. Almost. Pressure definitely on Bobby now. Two ball into the side looks pretty good. It's going to push the 4. But if it pushes it into the rail and back out, she should have a good shot on the 4 into the corner. All right, she's got a shot on the 3 still. That shot on the 3 should give her options on either the 6 or the 4. Went the wrong way from what I was thinking. Still has an option on the 4, though. I would not try and combo this 7 over here. She could go for a defensive shot, of course. And she does. It doesn't go the way she wanted. All right, Wilfredo going for this corner pocket. Gonna try and get that 8 ball in, get his first point. Nice shot. Wilfredo gets on the scoreboard. Nice break again. Getting a solid this time around. With a nice shape on the 6 to follow it up. Wilfredo's got a pretty nice break. He doesn't try and kill it, just absolutely nail it like most people do. When you talk about skill level 3s, most younger players really try and just smack it. Takes a while to learn that it doesn't take that much power to get a good break. Well, bit unfortunate bumping that 8 up there into that cluster, but just about makes that. Not quite on that one. It does have the benefit not leaving anything real super easy for Wilfredo. You can cut the 4 into the side here from this. Might be nice if he just drifts right down here and gives himself a good angle to get the 7 out. That would be a little bit faster than what I was thinking, and did not improve the issue with the 7 ball. Gonna take aim at this 2 ball and just go for a defensive shot. Nice shot into the side for Bobby. I'd honestly go with the 15 right now. It's going to have the benefit of getting the 10 and the 7 away from the 8. She needs it just as much as Wilfredo does. She needs those balls moved. Doesn't get the angle on the 11. Wilfredo's probably going to take a shot at this 2 and 3 down here. Doesn't have a good clean shot at the 7. He might be able to touch the right side of it and bump it out this way. Nope. Wilfredo's going defensive. Not really trying to do anything but get a good clean hit. Wilfredo's dad, Wilfredo Sr., really good player. Play with him out there at Mad Hippo. Great team, really friendly. They joined the lineup for Double Jeopardy on Thursdays a few sessions ago. Been a really good addition to the evening. Bobby doing a great job now. Getting herself warmed up. She's got a good shot on the 11 into the side. Oh, overcuts it a little bit. And oof. Really time to move that 7. I'd move that over this 2 every day. Perfect. Exactly. Oh, no. Rolled right back in. Oh, my gosh. Oh, that was unfortunate. I'd call for a watch on that shot, but hey. Really easy to get a double hit on something like that. Nice gentle push in of the 11. Puts her on the 12 easy enough. Getting on the 10 is going to be the hard one. 7 ball's kind of in the way. Well, she can hit the 10. Might even be able to do a bank shot. Get it over here. Wow, that was a terrible line. Where did I learn how to draw? Might be able to get it over here to the side. Not going to give her a good shot on the 8, though. Yeah, legal hits. That 7 does not want to leave the 8 side, no matter what anyone does. They are apparently matched up for the day, or at least for this rack. Good defense. Bobby's going to have a hard time hitting this 10 cleanly. If she does, she's got to worry about if she hits the far side of that 10, she's got to worry about where that sends the 8 ball. Here comes Scott. He's going to watch the shot for him. Oh, she's going to try and go between the... Nope. Tried to go between the 8 and 2 to get the side of that 10. I am mentally willing Wilfredo to go after that 7 right now. Not going to happen. There we go. 2 ball. And just got good line on the 7. That works. And he's on the 3. But he needs to get back for the 8 ball. Couple of ways he can go about it. Low right. Bring it back this way. Hit it pretty much center ball and have it come out this way and hope go way up here. All right. The longer shot, but he's got clearance. He should be able to just put that into the corner and finish up this match. And Bobby going to get a timeout. She's got a pretty good angle here. She can go for either the side pocket or all the way down. Either one should have the cue ball wind up out here where she's got a good chance at the 8 ball. Oh. All right. There it is. Second rack for Wilfredo. We'll give Camos 3 points. No points for you, Chalk Bunny. So they'll retake the lead now, 5-4. And we'll get ready for another couple players. All right, we've got Marco from Chamos. He is a skill level 6. Your player. Yeah. Perfect. All right. From You Chalk Funny, Dean, skill level 7. Chamos is sending up Marco, skill level 6. So this will be a. Ooh, let me double check on that. This will be a 5-4 race. 7 to against the 6 is 5-4. Marco getting the break. Going for the side. Going to try and start off with an 8, probably. 8 was moving towards the side pocket, but didn't get there. And nothing made a pocket, so Dean is up. I have never played against the folks on You Chalk Bunny. I've seen Dean around at several of the different tournaments. He's a pretty good player. He's skill level 7. I have played against Chamos. I have not personally played against Marco, but also good player. So this should be a pretty good match. Nice shot. Doing a really great job of just easing things in without making a lot of the other balls move around. I'm trying to get this across the bank. Nope, just a defensive shot, putting the cue ball in a position where Marco doesn't have a lot to work with. It looks like he ought to be able to go between the 5 and the rail and at least get a good contact on that 15 ball there. But that's about it. The other option, of course, is to go rail first and hit the 9. Oh, he's going to opt for something else completely different. He hit the 11, bumped the 5 into the rail, so legal hit. Hit his ball first and then put something against rail, so all good. All right. Bobby thinking he didn't hit the rail with that, but then he moved the 2 ball instead of the cue ball to give ball in hand. So Marco ball in hand. Let's see if he can capitalize on this. He hasn't had a chance to get a good clean shot at anything yet with his rack. Ooh, well, I think he can get 13. He's going to go for the 15, try and bank it. And he's going to leave a shot on the 4 into the side for Dean. The problem with that shot is he's got to move the cue ball somewhere in order to get a shot on either the 1 or the 2. Easier of those being getting back into position for the 1. Yeah, he can see enough of the side of the 1 to try and cut it into the corner here. There he goes. Oh, it's going to get behind the 13 to bounce out. Not enough. Oh, this is going to be a difficult shot. Let's see if Dean can pull something off and get a good hit on this too. That is really not in a good spot. Taking a moment, looking over table 9. My teammate Jonathan's still up. He's getting a timeout from team captain Jason Barber at the moment. I hope that means he's in a good spot. Oh, interesting. He used the 8 ball to move the 14. Not sure that's what he was after, but he definitely wasn't trying to get the 2. Gonna try and get this 14 to go into the corner. Nice shot. There we go. Now we've got some options. 15. We'll bounce off of that. It's going to get him on the 11 or the 9. Oh, well, got to have the 15 go in. Dean can definitely see the side of the 2 ball. And he pushes the 8 up against it. I'm not really sure why. Not the tactic I would have chosen. He's giving ball in hand to Marco and making, well, he's making the 8 ball harder to get and his 2 ball harder to get. If we're going to intentionally foul, I'm kind of surprised he's not pushing any of Marco's balls into into a spot that's not easy. Well, double kiss for the successful pocket of that one. No, is something going to hit a rail? Nope. And ball in hand to Dean. If he can get that two to come off the rail and the cue ball to park in there, he's going to have a really great defensive shot here. Not an easy one to pull off, though. Shaking his head. I don't think he likes it. Not moving the cue ball, though, so just doesn't like the option he's got. He's not seeing anything better to go with, though. That's about as good an attempt at that as I think you can get. He's got at least partial coverage with the cue ball. Marco can see the 15, but I don't think he can put it in. It's going to be a close one. He's aiming at it, though. We'll see if he can do it. He definitely does not want to give Dean ball in hand. He doesn't want to give Dean an easy shot on the two. Oh, well, ball in hand it is. Oh, that's unfortunate. Unfortunate miscue. Was trying to hit that light enough to get it around there and get that 15, but Dean's still not super happy about what the 8 is, but he's the one that put it there. So he's going to have to deal with it. Well, that's pretty good shape for the 8 for the corner. So I would imagine this should be in for him. And there it went. Okay. All right. First rack to Dean. And we'll get racked up again with him breaking this time. One in right off the break. Being solid. Not a real good look at anything but the 6. And awfully close to the 6. Calling somebody to watch the shot. Looks like we're going to get Ronnie this time. All right, here we go. Calling in because this is a good chance of a double hit. Ronnie calling it good. Getting a little bit of cymbal hit from the music and the sound right now. So if you're wondering what that little weird sound is that's coming across, that would be it. Nice shot on the 2. Puts him right on the 7. Not sure where he's going to go for the 3 ball on this one. He might be going after the 5 next. I think that would be my plan. The 10's kind of in the way. Yeah. Oh, he's looking at the 3. He must think he can get it right on by that 10. The angle I'm looking at, it doesn't go. And he bumped into it. Tried to bank it. I would have gone for the 5. Going for the 5 cue ball would have wound up somewhere in here. And that 3 right in. Not sure why he tried to bank that 3. No. That works as a defense for sure, but still leaves a bank shot on the 5 for Dean. And not going to go, though. Marco going to go for this 11 ball one more time. Drops it this time. It's got a nice line on the 9 ball up into the other corner. Right up here. Just eyeballing the 13-15 there to see what he's going to have to do about it. Well, I don't think that's where he wanted to be on the 12. It looks like the 14 might go by. If it does, that'd be a really good shot for him right now. Better than most everything else that's on the table. Oh, he's going to use the bridge and go defensive on the 12. Yeah. Leaves Dean with a 3-ball shot and having to figure out how to get the 5-ball out of here. No, he pushes the 3 closer. No real reason to put it in yet, as he would not have a shot on the 5. So defensive with A little bit of getting in where you need. Yep. Dean's still stuck with that 5 ball in the cluster. If Marco wants to win this rack, though, he's going to eventually have to do something himself about that cluster. Because Dean will probably play the waiting game and keep playing with that 3 ball down there until such time as he feels he's got the shot at the 5. Now, apparently he feels he's got a shot at the 5 now. Yep, he got himself a window. That's not an easy window, but it's a window. Nope, he's going to just bump that 14 and get the 5 right on out of there and say, hey, go ahead. There aren't a lot of people who will take intentional fouls and move something like that to be favorable for themselves. Your 7s will do it. You might think you've got something buried. If you've got a lot of balls on the table and they don't think you're going to run out, they'll take that intentional foul and put their ball where they want it and then let you have ball in hand. And Marco going for a good defensive shot. I'm going to imagine that Dean's going to go right down here and come back up for the 5, though. And his other option, of course, is the other direction. Either one heads the 5 towards the pocket. In this direction, the 15 might aid him in getting it into the pocket. And then he's still going to have to deal with the 8 ball being in this little cluster here. Oh, just missed it. Did not improve the cluster in any way. I'd put the 10 in right now. Marco is going to move the 14 instead. With some follow, he's going to have the cue ball come out this way. So if he misses this side shot, he's at least leaving the cue ball here where, once again, Dean has to kick. And in fact, I think he just went completely defensive and moving the 14 out of the way. Almost got it in on himself, which he probably didn't want. Dean lining up with some right on this, try and come off the rail and get contact with the 5. Changing his mind. Gonna go for the kick shot instead. Oh, got it this time. Got the side of it. 15 to me is the shot here. It's time for Marco to start moving some balls off the table if he wants to win this rack. Oh, that bump into 13 didn't really help. He does have another shot at parking that cue ball where Dean doesn't have a good shot. If the 13 would have hung on the table, he would have been in. He would have been still okay with that defense. All right, getting down to it. If he can land the cue ball somewhere in here, he's got a good chance with that 12 ball. That should work. Oh, it didn't go. And Dean with his first clear shot at the 5 in a while. Although not an easy one. Oh, he's going to go with the defense. Oh, didn't quite get the coverage he wanted on that. I don't know if Marco can see enough of the side. He can definitely see the side of that. But can he get the right angle, get the 12 ball in the corner? The bounce is going to probably bring the cue ball right up in here somewhere. Oh, doesn't quite go. Woo! Almost made it. Almost made it in there. Well, let's see what Dean tries to do with this 5 ball. Very possible that he tries to get a defense here and stop the cue ball where Marco can't see the 12. Or you could just, you could go for it. Try and put that 5 ball away. I wouldn't want to give Marco a good clean shot on the 12 right now if I were playing against him. And he's going to ask for a timeout. Talk it through. Okay, let's see what Dean does with this 5 ball. Oh. Well, that's exactly what I was afraid of. If I were playing Marco right now, that is not where I would want the cue ball to have wound up. Not perfect, but that'll work. I am now utterly convinced that the entire team is using that pocket marker. A little rubber ducky with a blue mohawk. All right. There goes one for Marco. Putting himself on the scoreboard. All right. Another nice break. Two of the stripes in. That 13 looks makeable. Right there. Puts him on the 15. If he hits that with a little bit of bounce out, can get up to where the 11 is. He did not take his time on that shot. Marco's feeling a little bit of the pressure. As a 4, I would have never done that. Not at this stage. As a 7, as good as Dean is, absolutely. He just doesn't want anything in the pocket for when he gets up to the table with some room to work. So he can just work the whole table and run it out. Oh, that being the only problem on the table for Dean now. But one he should be able to deal with without too much trouble. Oh, missed the one. Didn't leave Marco with an easy shot. Well, Dean back to the table again. Not really liking the shape of it. And I mean, he obviously better shot than I, but more experience. But it doesn't look that bad to me. He's shaking his head at it like he really doesn't like the look of any of it. I think he's really trying to get himself into a good spot to deal with his 4-5 situation. And I think he might have done it. I bet he's going to try and cut this 4 right down in here into the corner and bounce the 5 away from the rail. Nope, he went for a safety on that. Move the 5, park the cue ball. I think Marco's got a shot on the 14, though. He sure does. Oh, almost. I don't think hitting that 4 is what he wanted. Looking actually kind of angry with himself over that shot. Probably was after the 5 and not the 4. Oh, and he misses the 4. Now the 10's in pretty good shape here for Marco, which will get him in much better shape for the 14, but the 8 ball is not in a good spot. A little too far for good shape on the 14. Defensive shot, which good legal hit, but definitely we've seen with options on the 4 or the 5 might be able to get the 6 as well. And he didn't get that cue ball covered. Yep, he managed to catch the 6 and put the cue ball back up. So it's not a great shot for Marco. You can obviously hit it, but question is he going to try and do that same defensive shot, or will he try and bank it here? Goes for the bank. That really didn't wind up where he wanted. I mean, right now, I'm just wondering how Dean's going to deal with that 5 ball. It awfully close to the 8. I don't think it goes by cleanly. He's gonna try something here. And it's pushing it up against it. Well, he's gonna force Marco to move the 8. Well, Marco moved the 8, moved the 5. 8's a little bit moved away, but defensive shot from Dean once again. And this one designed completely to get Marco to move that 14 out of his way. He has to hit the 14 or give up ball in hand. Nice job. Nice job. Well, that went in. I'm not sure that Dean wanted it to go in. Once again, trying to get somewhere where he's going to get that 8 ball away from the 14. He can just push it into the 14 now. There it is. Force Marco to move it. Although I'm not sure Marco can hit it. Gonna go for a kick shot. And is it gonna have enough? Oh, it does. Wow. Great defensive shot. That was a great defense. Dean going for the bridge. Good hit. This could be a bet. This is going to come down to the first one of these two players makes a big mistake on this safety battle. It's probably going to lose the rack. This is not the time to lose patience in the shot. Calling for a timeout. Losing your patience here is losing the rack. Okay. I've been advising him to continue with his line of defenses that he's been doing. Dean grabbing the bridge, deciding he doesn't need it. He's going to go for a kick shot. Yep. Oh, broke it out. And that's the mistake right there. He did not want that to happen. He wanted that to stay on the rail. It gives Marco a clean path to get that 14 in. He's going to bounce out off the rail and beyond the 8. He doesn't get overexcited and overhit this, which that's what happened. And you can tell by the frustration on his face, he's a little angry with himself over doing that. Gonna go for the bank. Oh. Win the defensive battle and lose the rack if Dean makes this. There it is. All right. 2 for Dean, 1 for Marco. What a tense way to get that rack finished up. Well, got at least one of each in. Open table then. Solid's looking great with the exception of this 2 ball right here. But don't think it'll cause Dean too much trouble. All he has to do is land the cue ball here somewhere along the line and have that in. Got himself right onto the 7. This should lead to getting him right onto the 1 ball. He's almost got enough angle to get the 2 ball there. He's probably going to go up off the short rail. Oh, miscued a little bit there. You could hear him right after he hit it. He knew that he had missed that shot. Well, that option on the 2 is gone now. I'm going to take that 5, try and get it in between the 9 and the corner. Marco going to try and take the 10 in between the 1. Get that in. Marco's got a pretty good shot on the 14 now. It's going to uncover that 2 ball, though. So it's the only drawback to this shot. There we go, though. Gets things broken up, and he gets them on the 15 easily. From this, he's got... Ooh, the 8 and the 4 are kind of in the way. Looks like he can see. Got enough pathway. Yep, he does. There we go. $11 ball here should put him on the 13. Oh, it dropped. Okay. Took a second to do it, but it dropped. 13 should be able to use the 1 as a backdrop to get into the corner here. The 8, if he's in the right spot, he can cheat the pocket a little bit, get the 8 in this way. But if he bounces out this way, he can go straight here for it. Oh. And then, of course, the third option, head for that corner. Oh, it didn't go. Dean was getting up ready to rack.
Guys, real quick, we have a few requests for 50-50, and that is how we give back to Musad. So we are going to do only one 50-50 this weekend, maybe one tomorrow. But this will be the only one, and we're only going to be doing it for an hour. So please, if you want tickets, please go over to the booth. They will sell you tickets, and we will do the drawing in about an hour. So 50-50 for the Moose Lodge, guys. Thank you.
Oh, Dean's got a lot of work to make here. Gonna do a 50-50 raffle for the Moose Lodge. We love this place as a host location. You're such great hosts. They are working on getting the roof fixed and some issues with the AC fixed. So whenever we can do something that helps benefit them, it just honestly benefits us as well. So we will do whatever we can to try and help the Moose Lodge out. Thank you for being such great hosts to us. This is looking to me like 5 on the side, 4, and then the 1. Dean definitely feeling the pressure on this one, though. He doesn't make this, and that 8 ball is just right there in the pocket. Not a lot of places left to hide the cue ball. Yep. Jumped up, said, I missed it. I know you guys can't hear it, but yeah. He knew he'd missed that shot right as he'd taken it. And there he goes. Oh. Ooh, thought the 1 ball was going to give us trouble there. All right, 2 for Marco, 2 for Dean. Dean needs 3 more in order to win. Marco needs 2 more. Okay. So Dean gonna try and cut the 7 in or bank it? That's the question. Went for the cut shot. And gets the shape on the 5 plus pretty good defense. Doesn't give Marco much to work with on the 13. He could glance off the 5 and hope to go down this way. Now we're getting a timeout from Ivan. Again, thank you to everybody who's watching us live stream this. Really hope you're enjoying the content we're putting out here. Give us a like and subscribe if you do. Love highlighting amateur pool here in Central Florida. Just trying to grow the channel so I get more opportunities to do so. Well, went for it. Unfortunately, did not work out. I am envisioning a cut into the corner pocket with the 7 ball, the cue ball bouncing up table for a shot on the 5 for Dean here. There we are. Beautiful cue ball speed. Nice shot. Oh, gonna get right up alongside the 8. Okay, he's gonna mark up the corner pocket and try and cut that right on in. I shouldn't have to worry too much about the side pocket here with the scratch. In order to make that cut, he's going to have to wind up with a key ball coming down this way on that side of the pocket. So, all right, he might be changing his mind. That was a hard cut shot. Yep, changed his mind. Going to go for the side. This is a hard cut shot. Basically having to back that up. Much less chance of a scratch this way, but ooh, that's a hard one. Almost. All right. Well, let's see if Marco can capitalize on that. Not sure if he can get by the 13 in order to get the 15. So he's going to try and get this 13 into the side. All right, went for the defensive shot. Dean actually really appreciating the way that played out. He did a great defense. Gonna have to take a kick at this. And most likely go for that corner pocket. Yep. Oh, missed the 8. Missed it. Ball in hand to Marco. Okay. Gonna go for the 15 up here into this corner. 13 that corner. Try and stop the cue ball right there, I'm sure, and go for the 8 there. Perfect. Just about perfect. He's not straight in, so he doesn't really have to worry about following that in with the cue ball. If he accidentally hits a little too high up on that, should be able to just cruise it right on into the side, have the cue ball land somewhere over here. Oh, he missed it. Oh my gosh. Oh, wow. Oh, I'm sure Dean was getting ready to get up and start racking. Instead, he's shooting at the 8. And he gets it in. So 3-2. Both players still needing 2. Nice. Ooh, well, 2 stripes. And at least 1 solid. So open table. See what Dean likes. Is he going to try and split the 10-9? He's going to push that right on in. Oh, rattled the 12 in the pocket. Gonna leave Dean with the 5 or the 3. He takes the 3. Ought to be able to get himself onto the 4. Just like that. And now this shot is liable to wind the cue ball in here somewhere. Let's see what he ends up doing. Woo! Well, he got the 4 and nearly put the 8 in behind it. Thankfully, did not. Dean working really hard here to try and get his team back on top. I think I'd take the 5 on the side right now. 5 on the side, nice and easy to just glide down here for the 7 and put the 7 in. So get the 8. He's going to come back off the short rail on it. Works out. That works. You can cut that 7 in. In fact, with this angle, he might cut it in and come back up here. And he comes off the 9 a little bit. Okay, so I don't know. My run on this would be 9 ball. After would be 9 ball, 12. Unfortunately, that's kind of where it ends for me. So I'm sure Marco will try and do something different. His other option, of course, is go 15. He's got to get this 13 move. Looks like he's going to go defensive. Yep. Good job. It's the angle that doesn't allow for the 7 to go into that pocket. Needed that 13 away from that rail. It's unfortunately way too close to the 8 ball. Okay. Good placement on the 7 now. A lot easier to get in the pocket. Might be time for another defensive shot. Yep. Good one. Good one. And Dean can kick up and down, but this shot is blocked. Where is it? He's looking at it pretty hard. I don't see how he can get through that. Nope, he's going to push the 15 into the 7 possibly. Gives ball in hand up, but Marco thinking exactly what I'm thinking. Can I put the 9 in right here and knock that 7 out of there somehow? More likely put the 9 in that hole there and drag the 7 on in with it. So gonna go for the 13 and get himself good shape on the 12. Well, still hoping for something there in that pocket. All right. I've been trying to talk this one through with Marco. This is essentially the hardest bit of this. Is he's got to get that 15 and that 9 without knocking in the 7 and giving over the ball to Dean in any way. No idea how he's going to accomplish it. And hopefully Ivan does. Yeah, I still think the 12 first here. Oh, exactly what he did not want to happen. Not an easy shot for Dean on this 8-ball, but if Dean manages to get that into that corner, this is, well, it'll put him on the hill. Not a good angle to try and get this in the corner. Not impossible, just not easy at all. You got it. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Oh. Oh. Man. Well, that puts Marco on the hill instead. Woo. Just hearing from my teammates, we won over on table 9, so we're still in it. We are on the loser side of the bracket, but we'll be playing again at 7. Still in the hunt. Looks like Marco managed to get one of the stripes in on this break and not really have a great view at another one. I mean, he can get the side of it and get a legal hit. Yep, that's what he had. Okay. He's probably got the 1 in the side off the 13 there. As his easiest shot, he could go with the 6 down to the corner. Nice and clean. Doesn't even have to hit the 13 for that one. This cluster is going to take a bit to clear up. Got a line on the 4 here. Nope, he's going to go for the 6. Not quite get it in the side. No, I mean, Marco could use that 6 to bump and get the 10 in. Or he could just go straight at the 14 here. Is he going for the 12? Nope, went for the 10. Trying to break things up with the 12 and the 15 there in that cluster. Unfortunately, didn't do so, as it all kind of came back together. Still working on the breakout. Nice combo. I'm going to bank the 13. Oh, almost. Unfortunately, the cue ball went. Well, Dean with ball in hand and trying to figure out how he wants to use that to his advantage. Gonna go and cut the 6 in and try and use the cue ball to break up 15-2 probably. Nope, gets the 3. Not what I was expecting. But from the way Dean moved around, it was what he was after. Oh, tries to go for a combo. Marco's got the 13 ball. He can take down the rail. Hopefully the bounce out can move to 12. 13 ball down the rail here, bounce out to get the 12. And then from there, what do we do with a 15 that's up against the 2? Well, it doesn't get the 12 on the bounce. Let's see what he goes for here. Nice job cutting that. Wow, I didn't think that would go. Almost. A little more power behind that, and that would have gone into the pocket. Nice shot. Got the combo. Got 3 easily. The 7, not too bad. Got to get back for that 5. And get the 2 out of there somehow. Yeah. Just about went without bridge, but decided it was necessary. Nice. Puts him in good position on the 7. It should put him in great for the 5. 5 should get him on the 2. Oh, it should be 7 ball, 5 ball, 2 ball. Oh, he bumps the 15 out. Really kind of surprised on that one. I would have thought holding the cue ball there would have been a better shot on this too. He's going to go and bank it. And misses the bank. All right. Marco with the 12 and the 15 to work with. I would go for the 12 here. Should be able to bounce off the rail, get back this direction pretty easily for the 15. Probably into the side, which would lead right to being on the 8 for the other side pocket. Nope. I'm going to go on the other side of the 15. That also works great. Straight down. It's just a stop shot. Leave the cue ball right there where the 15 is. No need to work hard at this. Well, slid out a little bit. There we go. 2 points for Marco and Chamos. No points for you, Chalk Bunny, because Dean did not make it to the hill. And we will get ready for the next set. It is 7-4, which means that if you Chalk Bunny could 3-0, they could win it. They could tie it. I think Chalmers has already won 3 though, so that means that they should win. We'll check in with them and see if they're calling it done. Yep, calling it done. So that'll be Chamos moving on. Uchok Funny, I believe, going to go to the losers bracket from here, unless they're actually limited. No, I am not sure, but Chamos moves on from here. Nice job, Marco. Really, really tough matches there. Dean, a really great player. We're going to shut things down. We will be back right around 7 o'clock. Things have been starting a little bit late, so I imagine we won't get started right at 7, but the stream will be back up at 7. So thanks, everybody, and we'll see you in about an hour and 15.